Hello everyone, in this video tutorial we are going to discuss about string class in java.lang package, which is language package, the default package in Java. So string class always deals with the string values and string operations. So if you want to work with string values and operate on string values, like you need to take the help of string class, create the object for string class and work on different methods. So just have a look on different methods which we are using for doing different operations in string class. Character art, index number, then compare to string just to check whether both the strings are similar or not. Compare to ignore case, contains method to check the substring is present in the string or not. Content equals whether the particular content is equal to the string or not. Content equal will check whether the character sequence is present in the string or not, that is substring. Now concat method to join two strings, ends with and starts with, just to check the first part and the last part of the string. Equals to ignore case, without case sensitivity it will compare. Then index of operator to check the index of a specific character in given string is empty, to check the string is empty or not. Length method to calculate the number of characters present in the string. Likewise, so many methods are two character arrays there to convert the string into character array, two lower case, two upper case to convert it into some specific cases. Trim method to remove the white spaces. Split method to split the string with respect to delimiter. And hash code method, which is not a string method, it is an object class method. So just to these are all the list of methods, just I showed you to have a understanding what we are going to do with the string class exactly. We are not going to declare the string, initialize the string, input, taking input from the string and printing it. We are not going to do that. We are doing complex operations by using strings. That is the reason we need to work with multiple methods, which you can able to see in front of you in this Excel sheet. Around how many methods I noted over here? Around 22 methods including hash code, and where two methods are not the part of string class, those are the object class methods, equals and hash code methods. So let us start with a simple program. This is all about string class coverage, what we are going to do. Now let us directly start with a string class program, just to create a string, initialize the string, and how can we work with that. So I am going back to the core Java project one uh, project, and here I will create a new package. Let's say I'll keep my name Gayatri dot lang dot start. This is one package name I kept. Fine. Now in this package, let me create a class. Let's say first string demo, and it's a main class. The job of the class is to, the job of the code is to declare, initialize and take input for string and display the string. Before starting the code, let me tell little more points about string. String is immutable. Why string is immutable? I'll explain you again later when we will work with the concatenation operator. Then if I will tell the reason, it will be very clear for you. So let's say I will use string name I'll use another one string nm1 equal to, let's say, test automation framework. This is an hard coded string, and I want to take the input for name. For that reason we need to use the scanner class. So let's say, one sec, yes, let's say take the input for nm. So how can I take the input for nm? By using scanner class object equal to yes, I created the scanner class object, and usually scanner class object will demand to import util package. Okay, one second, sorry, this is new scanner, and here I want to take the input of nm equal to scanner dot next, and here it should accept the input from system. So system.in is the parameter. Yes, so here we can enter the value. It will allow us to enter the value for nm. So let us give one string again, enter the string value for nm. Yes, now let me execute the code. I am not printing anything, it's asking me to enter the string value for nm. So let's say we are working on string class methods. Yes, so as we are not printing anything, it's just allowed me to enter the value. Now I want to print both the strings, so let's say values of nm and nm1. So let us say like this, nm plus, let's say like this, nm1. So here it will print the output. So the value of nm is, let me check what is the value of nm. Nm we are entering, so the value will be whatever string we will enter, and nm1 is the initialized string value, that is test automation framework. So let us check whether the output is coming as per the expectation or not. Yes, so it is asking to enter, let's say test automation is not complex to understand. Yes, now value of nm and nm1 are test automation framework. So what is that, why this nm is for sc.next, that is test automation framework. Test automation framework is nm1. Then what about nm? Nm is sc.next line. One sec. Okay, so let me just execute it once again. Yes, automation is simple. Now see, the value of nm is automation is simple and value of nm1 is test automation framework. Fine. Now to check, so this is the way we can declare string. We can initialize or hard code the value to the string variable directly, and we can take the input for the string variable using scanner class. Probably we have shown it earlier, but I repeated it once again. Now let us understand how can I view all the methods which we see over here, whether we need to remember all this string operation method, or we can do some shortcut so that Eclipse will only help us to identify certain methods, so that no need to remember the syntax and semantics at least. So what is the trick behind that? The trick is very simple. Go to Eclipse, use the string object, that is we have created the string nm and string nm1. Now I want to check how the methods for the string class. So when we will create a variable, it will be treated as an object for the string class. So now by using nm, if I will keep dot, as nm is the object for the string class, I can able to see all the methods available under string class and the object class methods. Why object class methods are added with this? Because object class is the parent class for all the classes available in Java. Fine. So these are all the methods. No need to worry about counting the methods or seeing the method number of methods or more. We are not supposed to complete each and every method. We are going to complete the method which are really helpful for us in implementation of logic building and problem solving strategies. So I selected few methods among all this. So maybe I selected 21 methods. If we can able to work with this 21 methods, we will be good enough in operating string data type in Java. Fine. So second question is, we understood how to view the method. Now the first method which we saw over here is character art. Character art job is to specify an index number and extract the character. What is the return type? Return type is character. So how to use the character art method? So let me just see the second string I will take. The second string is test automation framework. Now space will also be treated as a character. So test 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is test, 5 will be A. I want to extract the character which is present in fifth position of the given string nm1. How can I write the code? As the return type is character, I can say character res equal to nm1 dot character art index number. What is the index number? I want to extract fifth. Now I can say res. Fine. So what is the output over here? The fifth character or the sixth character of the string. What is the sixth character? Sixth character is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A. Probably it is A. So now let us execute. Yes. Fine. So it's working. Fine. So we just understood what is the job of character art method in string. If somebody will ask to fetch the 20th character, 19th character, if the string is very huge, more characters are there. If you will use character art method, you can extract the character from any position with respect to the index number. Here 5 refers to the index number of the particular character which is present in the string. With respect to index, it is extracting the character. That is what the job of character art. Now let us come to the next method, that is compare to, another one, string. Compare to means the names seems like it will compare between two strings. Fine. 0 if both are having same value, positive number if both are having different value. Let us check how exactly it is working. Let me use two more strings over here. Let's say string S1 and let's say string S2. I'll just use hello, and both the strings are having same value, so I need to use compare to method. So how can I use sysout s1 dot compare to another string, so compare to s2. Now what will be the output? Let us check. So 0 means both the strings are, that means both the strings are equal strings. Fine. Now let me make one string with I just gave some other data with the second string. So both the strings are not equal. Now if both the strings are not equal, what will be the output of compare to? Let's check. -3, that means here these three characters, like first part of the string is same and three characters are dissimilar. Somehow it will take its own algorithm and it will work fine, but you will get the positive or negative number apart from 0 if the strings are unequal. That we need to remember. Fine. So we are clear with the compare to method, and let us check contains method. Why we will use contains method in string? Contains method is used to check whether the substring is present in the string or not. What is the meaning of substring? Let us take the example of the string which we initialize over here. So test automation framework. Now instead of automation, I'll make it as HELLO. Fine. Test hello framework. Now S1 is hello and NM1 is test hello framework. Now I will check whether S1 is present in NM1 or not. That means hello is the, if it is present, hello is the substring of the string. Fine. If it is not present, it is not the substring. So how can we do that? We can use the method called the method is contains method. Fine. So let's say what are all the what are the strings we need to use now? It is NM1 and S1. I need to check S1 dot contains, okay, sorry, NM1 sysout, 1 second, NM1 dot contains, yes, contains character sequence or string. I want to check S1. Fine. So what is the output here? Let us check. The output is, the output is true. True means exactly when we are using contains method, it will return boolean value. So true means S1 is the substring of NM1. That so we understood what exactly the substring method does in string class and where exactly we need to use it. Then we are having something called concat method, content equals method. How can we use content equals method? So it will again nm1 dot contains equal is 1. I am comparing both the string contents whether it is equal or not. Again the return type will be true or false, that is boolean. So it is false, both the string contents are not equal. Now we will check the method for concat method. Concat method is to concatenate to join two strings. So how exactly we can execute? We result str equal to s1 dot concat fine. Now let's say s2, both the strings s1 and s2, then resultant string we are printing, that is result str. After concatenation we can able to see the data. So let us check how exactly it's coming. So let's say apple C hello 1 2 3. What is hello 1 2 3 and hello? So s1 and s2 we are going to, we have concatenated over here s1 and s2. So let me just check what is s1 and what is s2. s1 is hello, s2 is hello 1 2 3. That is the reason both the things are getting concatenated over here. So this method is also working, and we understood how to join two strings by using concat method. Starts with and ends with, usually used for regular expression, as a regular expression in string. For example, if we have a file and the file content must be some name and all the names must starts with double slash and ends with star star star, again double slash and ends with star star star. I need to check whether the string format is correct. What is the correct format? Before the string value double slash, after the characters 3 stars. This is the correct format. So to check the format of the string, I can use starts with and ends with, which will be act like a expression in string. So let us check. So I will just use another one string. Let's say string format 1 equal to double slash test1 star star star. This is what the string. Now I need to check whether the string has been whether the string has been started with double slash and ended with 3 stars or not. So this out. What is the name of the string? Name of the string was format 1. So let me just say it is uh, format 1 dot starts with, I'll just say double slash. So and same thing, then format 1 dot ends with, I'll just say star star star. So let me just execute the code and check what is the output. I'm just entering some random value. Yes, these are working, and if the format is correct, the return type is boolean. If it is correct, it will say true, else it will say false. So it's easy to work with all the string manipulation or operational function. And here one more method we will try to do, that is 2 character array. If I want to convert the string to character array, how can I convert the string to character array, and what will be the return type? Return type will definitely one character array, and we can say st1 dot 2 what is the string name, s1, I think s1 dot 2 character array, 2 character array. And this is what the way we can write the code, and it will convert the string to character array, and it will store it in a character array. So we have created this character array to accept the string values character by character. Now let me use one simple for loop, that is for each loop, to print that character array I colon ch res, then sys out, I can say I. So let's execute and check whether we can get the values. I am just entering some random value. So let's say 104, 101, 108, 111. So what is exactly this? 4, 101, 108, 111. Okay, so this is character array, right? So what we need to do is char es of I. Okay, no, chres of I. Now execute it. Let's check. Okay, fine. Some issues are there with this for loop. So let me use the traditional for loop, that is for integer I equal to 0, I less than equal to dot length minus 1 I plus plus. Now I need to print each and every character present in character array. Now let us execute. So many errors will definitely come while executing the code, because we are writing huge code now, so no need to worry about that. See this here. So we converted the string to character array, and we can get the values character by character. So this is how we can use 2 character array method to convert the string into character array. Equals method, let me tell you, it is not an string class method, it is object class method. If I already told about object class, which is the parent class of all the classes. It's having its own method. One of the method is equals method to compare two different objects. So equals method will be applicable for each and every collections and data structure classes in Java, because this is the parent class of, because it belongs to object class and object class is the parent class for Java. Fine, for all the classes in Java. So now when we are talking about equals method, that means